Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paul, and in today's video, I will share with you the bags I've bought out of Fomo. I was tagged by This is Danny to share the handbags I've bought out of fear of missing out. I will link her video in the description box below in case you would want to check out what her Fomo bags are. And she has quite a great selection of bags in general, but also some real goodies that she got out of Fomo. So please, if you haven't seen her video yet, go check it out. I at least try to not give in to this kind of FOMO feeling when I'm shopping for luxury, but obviously I'm not perfect. And it was relatively easy actually to come up with a few bags and accessories that I have definitely got out of FOMO in one way or another. And I think we should just start. This tag also includes specific questions that I will answer with each of the item. I will take my laptop so that I can read them out loud. So basically, I need to share what I actually bought. Why did I buy it in the first place? Did I pay over or under retail? How does the price compare to the current prices? And do I still own it? Let's start with a definite FOMO purchase that I got years back. And it is that Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandolier 25 in that Damier Ebene print. The reason why I actually went that way was that I felt that I saw it on everyone and everyone was raving about it. And I felt truly, as a bit younger me, that I would be missing out on something if I wouldn't own that classic piece from Louis Vuitton. And especially in Damier Ebene, because that's super durable with the treated leather pieces all around it. It would be weatherproof in the Nordic hemisphere where I live, so snow, water wouldn't do anything to it. And I kind of fell for it because I was afraid that I would be missing out on something huge. And I was just starting my luxury handbag obsession, I guess. At least to the point where I would actually purchase them myself. I had been obsessing over them way before I got my first one. And I kind of felt that I would be missing out on something if I didn't also own this piece. So I bought it new from the store many years ago. I would say maybe 7 years ago-ish already, or something like that. And I bought it from the boutique, so I paid that current retail price, which I think was a bit less than 900 euros, but I'm not entirely certain. But I did check today when I'm filming in January 2024. The price for this is 1,550 euros. So the price has definitely come up, something between 500 and 700 euros. Yeah, definite increase in price with that bag. And I don't own it anymore, as you can probably see that I don't have anything to show to you. I owned it for 2 years, approximately. I used it for work, so it was easy to carry crossbody and have all my essentials in there. And then, because I walked to the office already back then, so kind of an easy everyday, every weather type of bag. In that way, nothing bad to say about it, but at the same time, it wasn't my style. I don't really care for Damier Ebene. So that was also a mistake or fear of missing out on that canvas when in fact I enjoy most Damier Azur. So a young mind is easily influenced, I guess. But luckily there had been price increases, so when I sold it I didn't lose any money. But if I would have kept it until today, I probably would have made a lot more money, maybe. But yeah, that's definitely a FOMO bag for me. Let's stick with Louis Vuitton, and technically these are not bags, but these are definitely bought because of FOMO. And this was during my Louis Vuitton craze, I would say. And I was watching a lot of YouTube, especially focusing on Louis Vuitton. And they all said the same thing, that these SLGs in monogram canvas are definitely worth it in every way possible. So I thought I would be missing out on something if I didn't get them. And I kind of feel that it's a yes or no thing in these. This is my mini pochette. I've spoken about it many times. I don't have any use for this pouch. I still have it because I don't really dare to sell it, which comes down to the price. I bought it new from the boutique with around 200 euros, and I think the price is now 500 euros or something. So if I would sell it, yes, I would make some money, but at the same time, if I would ever regret that purchase or that selling, I wouldn't get this again. So yeah, that's why I still keep it, because you never know what happens. So a Fomo purchase for sure, maybe not the best one, but at least the price has gone up from when I got this. These two, on the other hand, my toiletry pouch 26 and my key pouch, these are absolutely like one of the best designer purchases I've made, because I get so much use out of them. But to be fair, with this key pouch, I've just gotten used to the fact that I have my keys in a pouch when I have this in my handbag. I wouldn't really dare to put my keys anymore inside my designer bags. So if I wouldn't have this, would I actually get exactly Louis Vuitton, or would I go to some other brand? Hard to say, but this is actually pretty good, and as it's like dark color, it mixes well. And yeah, I don't know, it's monogram, but it's not like the biggest print on it, I guess. But yeah, this has been a good purchase. Also new from the boutique. I think the price has gone up quite a lot since I got it, so don't know if I would get it anymore. Maybe not, but definitely a great Fomo purchase in that sense. But especially that toiletry pouch 26. I mean, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love this, so I don't need to go to that anymore. But there was an era where everyone was raving about all the toiletry pouches. There's 3 sizes, or there were 3 sizes, and then all the cosmetic pouches, and people were like collecting them. I'm so happy I didn't jump on that FOMO train of collecting them all, because I definitely wouldn't have the need for them. But this big size is like, love it. So even though I bought it out of FOMO, I love it. I wouldn't trade it anyway. And I don't know if something would happen to this. It would be quite a bummer that Louis Vuitton stopped making exactly this and then turned out with something more expensive, a bit more leather, which I don't really care for. So I don't know what I would do in that case. But as long as I don't have to go to that route, I'm super pleased that I own this. Thirdly, what have I bought because of FOMO? I think I could include basically probably all of my Chanel pieces into that, but I just decided to take my bags. So there were such a long period of time where I felt that Chanel aesthetics was not for me. It just wasn't really my style, and I have to admit that probably as I have gotten older, my style has also evolved a bit, hopefully at least. So that these wouldn't kind of I didn't have that strong reaction anymore to Chanel aesthetics at one point. And then I started thinking that if I truly love luxury, I should venture also out to Chanel to know what's going on with the brand and why are people so crazy with this double C thing. But because I am me, I definitely wouldn't have gotten to the store, because the prices for me are just too expensive for what I'm willing to pay for these things. And also because it was clearly a test. Would I care for the brand? Going pre-owned was like the only option. So fast forward to this day. I currently own 4 pieces from Chanel. These are the 2 handbags I own. Both are vintage, bought from the pre-owned. So it's really hard to say what I paid next to the retail price, because if I would compare the price to what these were originally sold, I probably paid a lot more, because they are both from the 90s. But if I'm then comparing to the current retail prices of Chanel flap bags, I think I made great purchases. So for both of these, they were approximately €1,000 each, which I'm really proud of because I don't want to pay overpriced from old handbags either. But I managed to find two very classic featured flap bags, which are not the classic flap. And because of that, I didn't need to pay the classic flap prices. So I was super pleased with this FOMO thing. And I'm kind of getting the Chanel vibe now. They are not my daily style, definitely not. But I mean, if you watched my realistic luxury wish list, I'm using the term realistic very loosely here. If you watched that video, you know that I have a Chanel bag in my mind for this year. Good or bad thing, we will see. But definitely my Chanel collection started out of FOMO. Final bag I wanna share with you that I definitely bought out of FOMO is my Saint Laurent Lou camera bag. And the FOMO part with this one is kind of divided into two. So I felt that a camera bag would be super practical bag in my handbag possessions. And I was watching obviously a lot of handbag related content, collection videos and whatnot, and people were saying that camera bags are super practical and easy to use. And well, I'm a very practical, easygoing person, so I was like, yes, a camera bag would be a good one. And I did quite a lot of research on what type of camera bag would be like price-wise and aesthetic-wise something for me. And I kind of landed on the Saint Laurent Lou camera bag, which I think still it's beautiful. And then the second part of the FOMO is that I found it from the pre-owned with an amazing price point. So it was kind of like now or never type of situation, because I think I got it for around 50% less than that current retail back then. I paid around €550 or something, and it did have some wear on the corner, so it wasn't like brand spanking new looking, which I was completely fine if I got it with such an amazing price point. So it was kind of a combination FOMO purchase for me in a way, but I was already like having my eye on the Lou camera bag, and then I just happened to find the right price. And probably from thinking of my pre-owned purchases in general, they could all be in the FOMO thing, because when you find that right price level for you, you kind of need to snatch it before someone else does and you miss out. So maybe all of the pre-owned stuff could be as a FOMO purchase, but this one was like a combination of these two. And it's kind of a sad story, and I have made videos of what happened to that bag because I don't have it anymore. And truth be told, I did own it for, I don't know, 6 months, maybe 7. So I didn't even own it for that long. And I didn't even have the chance to wear it that many times. Although the bag itself, because it came with the receipt and all, it was less than a year old when I got it myself. The problem that I faced with the bag was that even after I have worn it only a few times, I started noticing peeling on the straps. Quite a lot, like a lot. The strap is very thin compared to the whole bag itself and how it is structured and all. But I personally felt that the bag being less than a year old is not really okay that it starts to look like that from the straps. Plus, I was really scared that if I would wear it, it would become worse. So I actually ended up contacting Saint Laurent, sending photos and checking if this is a quality problem or what. And they actually took it in and repaired it. I have videos of this process in case you're interested to know a bit more about this. But when I got it back, they had fixed everything and it kind of looked nice. But at that point, I was already too afraid to wear it, because what if that would happen again? And I don't really know if Saint Laurent would have done that again. Plus, I didn't have the bag on my possession for many months because it was away. So that wasn't really a process I was keen on repeating. So I ended up actually selling it once I got it from the repair, and got some more money out of it than what I originally paid because it was now in better condition. So I guess like win-win in that sense. But the current retail price for it, I checked today, is 1,450 euros. Back then it was around 1,150 maybe or something. So when I originally bought it, I got it with a great price of around 50% of that current retail. And now it would be like 1/3 of the current retail, approximately. So I got it with a great price. But yeah, I don't have it anymore, which is, yeah, quite obvious at this point. I think those are my like biggest FOMO luxury purchases that I at least could come up with. There definitely can be something that is influenced by someone, but I don't know if that was because of FOMO. Not certain, but I'm definitely trying to be better with my purchases and actually consider why I want to buy it. Is it because someone else is trying to tell me that I should, or because of price increases or something like that? Or is it truly because I want it and I have the funds to do it right now? But I'm not perfect, so of course mistakes can still happen. But I feel like these are definitely the biggest FOMO purchases I have. Thank you, Danny, so much for tagging me. This was actually fun, kind of an eye-opener to consider if I've bought anything out of FOMO. Turns out, yes. But maybe it's not always such a bad thing. As you can see, I still am pretty happy with most of the things I bought out of FOMO. Do you have something that you know that you've got because of FOMO? Please, let's continue in the comments down below. Or if you have a YouTube channel and you feel that you want to do this video, please do so and let me know that you've done it so I can then watch your FOMO purchases. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.